Hi writers! So I recently answered the first part of this question in another video that I'll tag below, and I talked about indie publishing. So in this video I'm going to talk about traditional publishing. The major downside of traditional publishing is that a lot of times you need an agent, so you have to query, and that can take months to years to get an agent. If you're curious, it took me 3 years to get my agent and over 100 rejections, which I talk about in another video. And then once you have an agent, you edit that book and then it goes on submissions to editors at publishing companies. And then it's another waiting game as you wait to hear back from editors, which can take weeks, months to a year as well. So it's a very long route. There's no surefire guarantee that your book will get published. But if it's, your goal and your dream, which it is of mine, to have your book traditionally published, then this is the way it goes. One plus side of traditionally publishing is that they, set up your book for you. They find an artist to create your work. Sometimes they allow you to have input on your cover design. I published with a small publisher and they did allow me to have input on my cover design, and this is what it looks like. I'm very happy with it. It is a middle grade fantasy, in case you're wondering. So the main thing that you have to worry about with traditional publishing is, writing the manuscript and editing it, and then finding a publishing house that will, create it for you. Most of the marketing you will do yourself. I think that was one thing that surprised me with traditional publishing. I guess I kind of thought, they would mass produce and send it out everywhere and have signs and banners and posters. Yeah, that doesn't happen. I created my own author website. I reached out to schools for author visits. I did a lot of the marketing myself on social media, through local newspapers and magazines, things like that. I also participated in a lot of book blogs and Insta Lives and all those kind of things. I wasn't on TikTok when my book came out, or I definitely would have talked about it on here too. Another thing with traditional publishing is that you're probably not going to get as much for your book as you would if you indie published. Just because you've got to pay an agent so much and the publishing house gets so much as well, and then you get what's left over. Now, if you sell thousands and thousands of copies and end up having a second reprint, you'll make quite a bit of money. If you don't, then you don't make as much money. There's really no wrong choice between indie or traditionally publishing. It's just, what do you want to do? Hope that helped.